Hey everybody. Hey y'all. Dana here, wanting to pop in and talk about tilapia. Let's cook some tilapia. Do y'all like fish? I like fish when it's cooked when it's a well cook on the fish. And I like fish that's cooked in a pan and like butter and olive oil. So I'm going to show y'all my favorite tilapia recipe right now. It's easy. It's tilapia and rice. It's a whole meal in one. So I'm going to show you what to do with tilapia. Now, first of all, when you get tilapia, if you like fish or you want to know a good way to cook fish, y'all send me a heart, okay? So I'll know you're with me on cooking this fish. I love fish, and I love, we got to eat it a few times a week because it's healthy for us. So if you like fish or you want a new way to cook fish, send me a heart, okay? And Dana here from Alabama, I'm just glad to see you today. Are y'all doing okay? I hope you are. If things are going well, or if you've said a prayer and things are going to get better, send me a thumbs up as well, okay? All right, so here I go. Let's talk about tilapia. Now, I know we have young cooks out there, and I know we have cooks that are veterans like me, but when you get that tilapia at the store and you open the package and you got a whole bunch of this, okay, what do? I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. First of all, I get my shears, and y'all, I'm going to wash this stuff off and dry it off and get it ready to cook. So I'm at my sink right here, and I just cut the end off, and this is what I do. Easy, easy. Wash it off good under the water and make sure it's good, and then pat it dry, and it won't be long. This little puppy's going in the pan. So anyway, I have a few, so I'll just show you as I'm doing it. Now, y'all remember I gave some cookbooks away just the other day, and I am very happy that the person was real happy about winning, and so I popped them in the mail on Monday, so maybe she'll get them by the end of the week. But if you haven't got my cookbook, Happiness is Homemade, y'all, is available on Amazon, and you can get it in ebook, and you can also get it in hard copy, and it'll come right to your house. If you want to look at some of my other recipes, I've got some on danastandridge.com. Just go look there. Some of my videos are there. I'm also on YouTube and Facebook. And if you hadn't liked my Facebook, a lot of you watch me all the time, but you've never liked my Facebook before. Y'all go like my Facebook. Like my Facebook, okay? All right, I'm still working on this fish. Come on, fish. Sometimes this stuff is persnickety. Okay, there we go. Had to get that loose. But anyway, do y'all like tilapia? Do you make tilapia? Do you have a different way that you like to cook tilapia? Let me know, because y'all know I'm always up for a new recipe. Now, I'm going to tell you where I came up with this recipe at. There's a restaurant that I dearly love, and they have a wonderful tilapia recipe that I dearly love. Now, this is not exactly their recipe, because this is from a chef, and they don't divulge their recipe. So I had to recreate it as best I could when I got home. So this is me recreating it on a budget, okay? On a budget. All right, so here we go. I'm going to salt all of these. Now, y'all can see my beautiful tilapia down here. And I'm going to salt them on both sides. And then flip them over. And then we're going to pop them in and cook them. Now, the ease of this, is getting some vegetables and rice to go with it. So after we cook these in the skillet, I'll pull them out and I'll cook some vegetables in the skillet and pour in my rice that I've already got cooked, and it's going to be a really good, quick fish meal. So you, me, and the tilapia are headed to the stove, okay? Here we go. Y'all still there? Very good. Give me a thumbs up if I still got anybody watching. It looks like I got a bunch. Yay! Welcome to my kitchen. All right, here's my skillet. Can you see the skillet? Yes, indeed. All right, here's the skillet, and I'm going to turn the heat up to medium. Now, what I like to do with mine is to make sure I have olive oil and some butter. So I'm going to do a turn of the pan. That's maybe a tablespoon or two. And then I'm going to get me a little butter, because y'all, I'm telling you, this does good with the butter. The butter actually gives it a nice buttery flavor. Okay, there we go. We got a little, but we'll reserve the right to do more. Now, let me show you what else you're going to need for this. You're going to need a lemon because, you know, fish and lemon, they go together. And you're going to need some peppers. Now, I have one green one, and I have a few of these little sweet peppers, just whatever you've got in there. I like to add the colors if I can because I like the way it looks. But, you know, just use the green if that's what you got. And I've got my rice that's already cooked right here. And I'll be dolling that up in a minute. And I've also got some corn. Now, you're not going to need all this corn. Y'all, I keep corn in the freezer, not in the oven. I keep corn in the freezer, and when I need a cup of it or whatever, I just pull it out. Get what I need out and put it back in the freezer. I do this all the time with different things I cook, so a little hint. All right, let me see what we got here. I've salted my fish. Yes, I did. And now I'm going to swirl this pan around. I'm going to put you where you can see the pan. Swirl the pan around, and then I'm going to add the fish. Now, if you've cooked fish before, you know what it's like cooking fish. Fish can go really well, or it can break up on you. Okay? And I'm getting 5 in the pan right now. Okay. It can go really well, or it can break up on you. Now, we're just going to let that cook. If you don't know about cooking fish and you're a novice and you've got a meat thermometer, it's done when it gets to 165. But now, if you don't, and you know our nannies and grannies didn't have that, you want the fish to be white and flaky in the middle, okay? So that's what we want, and that's what we're going for. Now, I've got this over medium heat. Y'all see it? And it's cooking, and you'll notice they start turning a little white on the edges when they get cooked well. So what I'm going to do right now is leave that and start chopping things that we need. And I'm going to put some lemon on there in a minute. Let me rearrange stuff because it's crowded over here. All right, I'm going to start chopping up things that we need. The first thing I'm going to do is a lemon. Okay. Whoops, come on, baby girl. Let's get that. There we go. Do y'all ever talk to yourself? Yeah, I call myself baby girl sometimes. All right, I'm going to squeeze the lemon over this fish just to flavor it. I don't want a shocking lemon flavor. I just want a good lemon flavor that will have a little acid in the fish. And now what we've got to do is move that to the side and cut up our vegetables. First, we're going to start with the bell pepper. Now, if you haven't seen this before, this is my ulu that I got from when I was on a trip to Alaska. And we're just going to cut up a little bit of this pepper. Let me just tear that off here. I didn't bring my knife over here. Tear a little of that off and get going. And are y'all doing okay today? Is the sun shining where you're at? If the sun's shining where you're at, y'all send me a sunshine. If it's raining, send me a rain cloud. I'm going to tell you here where I am, it's a little rainy. It's very humid and hot, even though the temperature's not very high. So y'all tell me, what's the weather like where you're at? There we go. I'm not going to need all this bell pepper. I'm going to need a little of it. Put it up here where you can see what I'm doing, okay? Has the Lord been good to y'all today? He has to me. I get to come in here and spend it with you guys. This morning, my husband and I went out to an event in our area. We have a new business coming to town, and we got to welcome them in. So welcome, Summertown Metals. We are just glad to have you in Blount County, Alabama. All right, I'm chopping these up and getting them ready to go. And I'm not going to use all of that because I only have a little bit of rice. We don't want to overdo. Let's see how our fish is doing. Okay, y'all look at the fish. Now, you see here how it's getting wide all the way around? I'm going to kind of make sure they're not stuck together, and they're not. We're going to let them keep going. Now, let me tell y'all about fish a little bit. Fish is really good and tasty and healthy, and we're glad about that. But sometimes it's persnickety when you're cooking it, and it'll stick to the pan, and sometimes it won't. So if you've got a secret about how not to get your fish to stick, you know, I put butter and sprayed Pam in it and put some olive oil, let me know. But anyway, I love cooking it this way. And sometimes I cook it in the oven. If I don't have time to fool with it, I'll throw it in the oven with some salt and some butter and some lemon and just let it bake. So if any of y'all do that, let me know, okay? Sorry, I'm moving around the kitchen. And here's my book while we're waiting. Happiness is Homemade, y'all. Available on Amazon. Y'all, it's selling like hotcakes, and I really appreciate all you folks that are out there helping me. And y'all, please share this video. There's somebody out there that doesn't know what to do with tilapia, so please share it and let them know, okay? This is how we do tilapia. Okay, let's see how our fish is looking. Y'all, almost lost you, didn't I? There you go. Y'all see that? It's looking really good. I'm turning this down. These are more done than this one, but we're going to have to turn it over. So I'm going to get a couple of spatulas. This spatula right here is technically a fish spatula, so we'll see how I do with this one. All right, we're about to turn it. Come on, fish, don't spill me now. It's stuck a little on the edge. There we go. All right, that one's a good one. Flip that baby over. And it's okay if it's not pristine and pretty, because we're just a home cook doing our stuff, getting some good food on the table for the family. That's what we're doing. There we go. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is going to be some good eating later on. I can't get my spatula under there. There we go. That one's stuck a little, but that's okay. I'll handle it. Now, y'all know I love you if I let you watch me cook fish, and some of it works and some of it's a little stuck. But anyway, y'all just hang with me. We're going to have some good food here in a minute. Going to turn that down just a smidge. All right. I'm having a good day. It's been raining here, but now it's just very humid. And it feels like it's really hot outside when you go outside, but it's not. It's about 82 degrees, but the humidity is 85%. So it is what it is on the humidity, and we live with a lot of humidity in Alabama. And while I'm waiting for this to cook, I'll tell y'all a funny story one time about somebody that wasn't from Alabama. This lady had come to visit, and I saw her at an event in Birmingham. And she said, "Do you live here?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she said, "Well, I got to ask you a question." And I said, "Well, what is it?" She said, "What's wrong with your air?" And I said, "Ma'am?" And she said, "What's wrong with your air?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "When I went outside the airport, I couldn't even breathe. It was, something's wrong with your air." And I said, "No, ma'am, it's just humidity." That's how our air is. I've had a relative that tells me Alabama air is air that you can sink your teeth into because it's thick, you know, when we have a lot of humidity. And it's not always this way, but it is some days in the summer especially. But I got to tell y'all, my son was stationed at the Air Force was at the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs for 4 years. So we would go up there to visit him, and I'm going to tell y'all, they didn't have any humidity out there, and my hair was so straight, and it stayed down like it was supposed to. It was pretty good. Have y'all ever experienced that? But anyway, okay, my fish is about done, and I'm going to look and see in one of them. Okay, it's white and flaky all in the center. There we go. And now I'm going to take it out. Now, this may not be so pretty, but I guarantee y'all it's going to taste good. So here we go. I'm going to take the fish up, and that's probably my prettiest one right there. Take the fish up, and in just a minute, we're going to cook the rest of the meal. Now, y'all, this is a whole meal, and it doesn't take long to do. And I'm sorry my fish is not beautiful, but you know that's a risk you run when you're cooking live. There we go. And those little crumbs and those nibbies, they are delicious. Okay, I'm going to scrape this, and then we're going to start again get those good pieces out. And I'm going to show you what I do with the rice. Okay, what I do, I'm going to put some butter, well, not butter. This time I'm just going for olive oil. Let me show you that. And then we're going to put our vegetables in, all right? Crank it up. Now remember, we're making something really good to eat. So I'm going to put my vegetables in and let them get going. Okay, I think I will add some butter because I think I told you that I like the butter for it makes kind of a butter sauce. Okay, so I'm going to put a little butter in there. Come on, y'all, we're eating fish. So it's okay if we add a little butter to the vegetables, right? If you don't want to add the butter, you don't have to, but I'm telling you, it really does make a difference when you get that rice in there. Okay, there we go. And now you just got to deal with me while it's cooking. So we're gonna cook and stir the vegetables. And in just a minute, we're going to add some corn. And I'm going to add about a cup of corn. And let me tell y'all what this corn does. This is just sweet corn. And it adds, the corn and the peppers together add a deliciously wonderful flavor to this. And look at this, y'all. Now this I got when we got married 40 years ago. Do y'all have any of these old Tupperware? I have two sets, an orange one and a yellow one, I know. But today I'm going to add a cup of corn to this because I love the corn with the fish, with the rice, with the peppers. So here we go putting the corn in. And the rest of this I'll just fill up and put it back in the freezer and use it for another meal. So I'm going to let y'all watch that while I put this back in the freezer. See, you want to get those brown bits up because that's going to flavor your meal. And on the peppers for me, I don't like my peppers to be soggy. I want them to still be a little crunchy. So the next thing we do, this is about ready, and I may add a little pepper to the corn. Next thing we do, we're going to add some rice. Now this is Uncle Ben's. Hold on, I'll show you. It's just 1 pack of this rice that's already cooked. Now, if you've got rice that's left over, you can use it. But this is the whole grain medley. And y'all, I use this all the time. It helps a mama in a pinch. So what I'm going to do now is throw this in here and get it going. Let me not drop it. Okay, let's do this. This gets this all warm and mixed together and wonderful. And look, we've got a whole meal. We're going to have corn and rice. I may put a little pepper in there. Y'all give me a second. You don't have to put pepper if you don't like it, but I'm going to add just a little bit. And I'm going to squeeze some more lemon because y'all know lemon goes well with it. And this will help deglaze the pan and bring all that up. Okay, here we go. I got a taste of it. Let me grab a spoon. Okay, now remember, I like my peppers crunchy. So we're going to see how this goes. Y'all, this is going to be so good. I may put a little piece of fish on it. Y'all don't care, do you? Yum. That's what it's going to be like when it gets done. I don't want to burn my mouth. Hold on. That is good. You're going to love me for this one. It's easy. It's buttery. It's lemony. It's fishy. What I'm going to do right now is plate it up. I'm going to take one of my beautiful plates that my mother-in-law gave me. Isn't that pretty? It reminds me of her. And I'm going to plate this and try to make it beautiful. gonna put this right through the middle. Let me push you down here so you can see. There we go. Whoop, almost dropped it. We don't need to drop it, do we? Spread that out a little and take a fish. Now, y'all know my fish is not as pretty as I want it to be, but I promise you it'll taste good. Take my fish, maybe put a little on top. And here it is, all plated up. It's got all these different colors in it. It's got the different color peppers. It's got the corn. It's got that wonderful, wonderful fish, the tilapia. So now you know what to do with it. So you can grab some tilapia. A whole bunch of them comes in it. And just pull out the ones that you need. Of course, you do have to, let it thaw. But anyway, here's the tilapia. I'm going to take a bite of it just because I'm hungry. And y'all remember, don't overcook your peppers. And that corn in there, yummy, yum, yum. I'm one happy girl with this tilapia. Y'all, it's good. Go make you some. It's buttery. The fish is delicious. Fish is tender and it's not overcooked. It's not dried out. All you gotta do is pay attention to your fish. There you go. All right, one more little bite and I'm done. That was good. Okay, y'all. I gotta swallow and then we'll talk. Okay, that's really good. And I can't wait for you to try it. Now, y'all, this recipe is in my upcoming cookbook, the one I'm working on right now. So if you want it, I'll type it up so you can see the recipe up there because it's not currently in a cookbook yet, but it will be because I'm working on another one. But anyway, y'all know what I always tell you. Two things. Number one, if you're discouraged and you don't feel good about things, I'm really sorry about that. But we all go through things that are rough. You do and I do, things that we wish were better. So I'm going to tell you, my brother and I recorded a YouTube video called What a Friend. So go to my YouTube channel and put What a Friend, or either Google it. Put Dana Standridge, What a Friend, and it'll pop up and you can watch that. So if you need some encouragement, y'all go watch me and my brother. We're trying to take care of y'all because, life is tough and we got to take care of each other. So I'll tell you that. And the second thing is, I'm going to tell you that the good Lord loves you a lot. He really does. And I'm here to tell you that. And I'm here to show you love through food and to let you know that the good Lord, He's on your side. So go watch What a Friend and feel good knowing that the Lord is on your side. He's for you. He's not against you. So if you think He's against you, I beg you to go watch What a Friend, and I challenge you to say to the good Lord, be on my side. Come show me that you're on my side, and He will. All right, the good Lord loves you, and I love you too. And y'all share this video because somebody else might need to know how to do fish, or maybe they need some encouragement. All right, love y'all. Bye-bye.